Sophie Ellis-Bextor has publicly apologized to Robbie Williams for past cruelty after a clip of her surfaced in his recent Netflix documentary. She addressed the clip in a new Instagram post on Sunday evening and expressed her deep regret. The clip from Robbie's Netflix documentary shows Sophie being asked about Robbie during an interview with Jo Wiley. She says, "To me, he hasn't got any charm about him. Why people embrace him, I find it baffling and it makes me a bit sad, really." Jo then says, "His voice is not fantastic." The feud between Sophie and Robbie began when a then 19-year-old Sophie turned down a support slot on Robbie's first solo tour and called him a tart and a prat. Robbie responded by describing her as having a face like a satellite dish and my nan's ankle. The Murder on the Dance Floor hitmaker has now revealed how she sent Robbie an apology note a few years back. In the video message shared on Sunday, Sophie explained that she and Robbie have since become friends and have even collaborated on music. She wrote on Instagram, "In 1998, age 19, I was very rude about it, Robbie Williams, and the clip of me being horrid is included in his brilliant Netflix documentary. I didn't need to see it again to feel bad. I genuinely have felt crappy about how I spoke for the 25 years since I said it. I thought it was clever to be gobby back then, but it wasn't cool then, and it's even worse to see it now. Not proud, not how I'm raising my kids. That being said, I wanted to reach out and apologize, so a few years back I found an address for Robbie and wrote him a note to say how sorry I was. He was very gracious and forgiving." She added, "We ended up meeting last summer and I spent time with him, his amazing wife, at Idafield Williams and his gorgeous kids. It was lovely to be able to become friends, and we have now made some songs together. I suppose the morale of this story is, as ever, be kind. To own your mistakes. And if you're ever cruel, try to make sure it's not filmed, as it's bloody brutal to see sharp-tongued teenage me after all these years." The singer concluded, "Yikes. XXPS, watch the documentary. It's great. PPS, as you probably gathered from the video, Mickey's hoodie is completely ruined." Fans rushed to Sophie's comment section to lend their support and congratulate her for owning her mistake on Sunday. One wrote, "What a life if we never made mistakes. We have all said and done daft things, and in the big scheme of it all, many people have done far worse than this. No one needs to carry an excessive burden of guilt. C'est la vie." A second penned, "You acknowledged it. You've apologized. Well done for accepting, admitting, and glad you and Robbie are okay. Not everyone is unlucky to be caught on camera saying horrid things to people that those people remember for a long time. I'm sure there's someone we could all say sorry to. Own it and move on and do better in the future." Makeup artist and judge on BBC's Glow Up, Dominic Skinner, said, "There is not one person in the world who can say they didn't say things they regret when they were 19. I love that you own this. However, if people can't watch and think, oh, that's a 19-year-old being 19, then it says more about them now than it does about you back then. Sending you love." The 4-part series has received mixed reviews but featured plenty of explosive revelations. He speaks in depth about his battle with drink and drug addiction, revealing his life spiraled out of control so severely after turning to a bottle of vodka each night before going to take that rehearsal.